Hey everyone, welcome back to the English Flow podcast. I'm Rebecca, and today, I'm so excited because we're talking about something super fun, our first travel experiences.
Oh, yeah. The first time we ever traveled alone. Full of mistakes, surprises, and unforgettable memories.
Oh, exactly. The kind of stories that make you laugh and cringe at the same time. So, grab your tea, coffee, or maybe your travel backpack, and let's go on a trip together.
And of course, while you listen, you'll pick up natural English expressions, travel vocabulary, and maybe a few life lessons too.
All right, let's begin our journey down memory lane.
So, Rebecca, do you remember your first time traveling alone?
Oh my gosh, yes. I was 19. I flew from London to Italy, and I was terrified. Like, seriously, shaking hands, terrified.
Why? Because of the flight or...
Both. I'd never been on a plane before, and I remember sitting there thinking, what if I forget my passport? What if I sit in the wrong seat? What if I land in the wrong country?
Oh no! You sound like me. My first flight, I was so nervous I couldn't even open my sandwich. I just held it for 2 hours.
That's so real. I did the same. I was too nervous to eat. My heart was racing every time the plane made a small noise.
Yeah, those tiny bumps during the flight. And everyone pretends it's normal. But inside, you're like, okay, this is how it ends.
Exactly. And when the plane finally landed, everyone clapped. I didn't know people actually did that.
First travel lesson, never underestimate the power of surviving turbulence.
When I arrived in Italy, I got completely lost at the airport. I mean, totally lost. All of the signs were in Italian, and I couldn't find the baggage claim. My phone had no signal, my suitcase was heavy, and I was just walking in circles like a confused tourist.
Oh, that's the worst feeling. You're tired, sweaty, maybe a bit jet-lagged, and your brain is like, where am I? What am I doing?
Exactly. I remember thinking, okay, Rebecca, stay calm, breathe, don't cry in the airport. And then this sweet old lady came up to me. She saw my face. I probably looked like I was about to panic.
Ah, That's so nice. What did she say?
She kept repeating this word, bagali, bagali, which I later learned means luggage. But at that moment, I had no idea what she was saying. I just smiled and said, yes, sì, grazie, grazie, to everything.
So you said thank you, even when you had no idea what she was saying?
Yes, I probably agreed to something completely random, but she pointed me in the right direction, and finally, I found the baggage area. I wanted to hug her.
That's actually such a sweet story. It shows how much a little kindness helps, even when we don't speak the same language.
Exactly. That moment taught me something important. You don't always need perfect language skills to connect with people. A smile, eye contact, and patience go a long way.
So true. When I first traveled to Japan, I had a similar experience. I didn't understand anything, not even basic signs, but people helped me just through gestures. One man even walked with me for 10 minutes to show me the right train platform.
That's beautiful. You know, when you're lost in a new country, you feel small, but in a good way. You realize the world is so big and there are kind people everywhere.
Yeah, it makes you more humble and also more open-minded. You stop assuming you have to control everything. Sometimes you just have to trust people.
Exactly. And for anyone listening who's afraid to travel because of the language barrier, just go. You'll learn words naturally and you'll meet people who want to help you. Even if you make mistakes, it's all part of the adventure.
Yes, and those little confusing moments, they become your favorite stories later. Like yours, the Great Baggage Claim Mystery of Italy.
Exactly. I'll never forget it.
Okay, now tell me you didn't mess up your hotel booking.
Um, I did. I actually booked the wrong date.
No. Seriously? What happened?
So I arrived all happy and confident, rolling my suitcase, thinking, finally, I can rest. Then the receptionist smiled politely and said, ma'am, your booking is for tomorrow.
Ouch. That's every traveler's nightmare.
I know. I just stood there like a lost puppy with my suitcase. I even double-checked the email, And yes, it was totally my fault. Wrong day, wrong time, wrong everything.
Oh, no. Did you cry?
Almost. I was so tired. I just wanted a bed. But then I remembered something my friend once told me. When you travel, stay flexible because not everything goes as planned. So I took a deep breath and decided to find another place nearby.
That's brave. Some people would panic or get angry.
Well, I almost panicked when I saw the hostel. It looked so old, the kind of place that creaks every time you open a door. You know, like in a horror movie.
Oh, wow. The Haunted Hostel of Rome.
Exactly. But honestly, it turned out to be amazing. The people there were so friendly, travelers from everywhere. We stayed up all night talking about life, travel, and all the mistakes we'd made on our journeys.
That actually sounds like a beautiful experience.
It really was. That night reminded me that sometimes the wrong plan leads to the right memory.
That's such a good line. I'm going to quote you on that.
Go ahead. Just give me credit on Instagram.
Deal.
And for anyone listening, if something goes wrong when you travel, don't stress too much. Mistakes make the best stories. You learn, you grow, and sometimes you even make friends because of them.
Exactly. Perfection is boring. Adventure begins when things don't go according to plan.
Couldn't agree more.
When I first arrived in Japan, I was amazed. Honestly, everything felt like another planet, in a good way. The streets were spotless, the air felt fresh, and everything just worked.
You mean like everything was organized?
Exactly. Even the trains, they arrived exactly on time. Not a minute late, not a second early. I remember checking my watch. The train came at 10:03, not 10:04, not 10:02, exactly 10:03. And I was like, wow, the trains in London could never.
Oh, that's totally culture shock right there. So, what surprised you the most?
The quiet. You know, in such a big city like Tokyo, you'd expect noise, chaos, people rushing everywhere. But it was peaceful. No one shouted. No one pushed. Everyone respected personal space. Even the escalators had stand and walk sides.
That's amazing. It shows how much culture shapes behavior, even in small things.
Exactly. I realized that manners, silence, even how people queue, it's all part of how a culture thinks about respect. It really made me reflect on my own habits.
Yeah, travel really opens your eyes. My favorite thing about Italy was how alive everyone seemed. People talk with their hands, they laugh loudly, they argue, they hug. Everything is full of emotion.
Totally the opposite of Japan, then. Quiet versus expressive.
Exactly. But that's what I loved. I'd sit at a cafe and watch people chatting for hours, just enjoying life. Even the waiter would join the conversation. I felt like everyone there had time for connection.
That's beautiful. You can feel it in the air, right? That warmth.
Yes, it made me realize something. There's not just one right way to live. Some cultures value peace and order, others value energy and connection. Both are beautiful in their own way.
That's what travel teaches you. It's not about comparing. It's about understanding.
Exactly. And when you come back home, you start to see your own country differently, too.
Yeah, you notice things you never saw before, both good and bad. It's like your eyes open a little wider.
Totally. Travel changes your perspective forever.
And that's why, even if it's scary at first, everyone should experience it at least once in their life.
Absolutely. The world feels a lot friendlier when you start exploring it. So, James, if you could give just one piece of advice to someone taking their first trip abroad, what would it be?
Hmm. I'd say don't try to make everything perfect, because honestly, it won't be. Flights get delayed, hotels get mixed up, you'll get lost at least once. And that's okay. Those little moments become the stories you'll laugh about later.
Exactly. Perfection doesn't make memories. Mistakes do. I mean, just think of my wrong hotel date. That's the story I'll remember forever.
Right. You don't remember the times everything went smoothly. You remember the times you had to figure things out, adapt, and grow.
That's so true. And I'd also say learn a few basic phrases in the local language. Even just hello, thank you, or where is can open hearts. It shows respect, and people really appreciate it.
Yes. When I said arigato gozaimasu in Japan, people instantly smiled. It's such a small thing, but it builds a real connection.
Exactly. Language is like a bridge. You don't have to speak perfectly, just show effort. It makes you feel less like a tourist and more like a traveler.
Oh, and one more thing. Pack light. Seriously. Nobody needs 6 pairs of shoes.
Guilty. I once carried a hairdryer across Europe. Didn't use it once.
Classic rookie mistake. The lighter you pack, the freer you feel. You can move, explore, change plans easily.
Yeah. Travel teaches you to let go, not just of heavy luggage, but of control. You learn to live in the moment, to laugh when plans change, and to appreciate what's around you.
That's the real lesson, isn't it? You travel to see new places, but you also discover yourself.
Beautifully said. Every trip changes you a little bit, makes you wiser, braver, and more grateful.
Exactly. And the more you travel, the more you realize how connected the world really is. Different languages, different cultures, but the same kindness everywhere.
So, if you're listening and dreaming about your first trip, go for it. Don't wait for the perfect time. There isn't one. Just start.
Yes. Start with curiosity, not fear. The world is waiting.
You know, looking back now, that first trip really changed me. I became more confident, more curious, and less afraid of new things. It was like stepping into a new world and realizing I could handle it.
Same here. Travel teaches you to trust yourself, to believe that even if you don't know what's next, you'll figure it out. It makes you stronger, but also softer, more open-minded.
Yes, it's not just about going somewhere new. It's about discovering who you are when you're far from everything familiar. No comfort zone, no routine. Just you, the world, and the lessons waiting to happen.
That's beautiful. Maybe that's why we keep traveling. Not just to see new places, but to keep finding new versions of ourselves.
Exactly. Every journey adds a little piece to who we are. A smell, a face, a sound, a memory. Even the mistakes become treasures.
I love that. It's like every trip leaves a tiny mark on your heart. And when you come home, you're never quite the same person again.
Yes, and that's the magic of it. You go out to explore the world, and somehow you end up exploring yourself too.
Wow, we're getting deep today.
I know. Who knew travel stories could turn into a therapy session?
Hey, maybe that's the beauty of it. Travel heals you in ways you don't expect.
So, if you're listening right now, maybe dreaming about your own first trip, remember this. It's okay to be scared, but go anyway. The world is kinder, and you're stronger than you think.
Beautifully said. And who knows? Your first trip might just become the beginning of your favorite story.
All right, listeners, now it's your turn. Let's practice together. Answer these questions out loud or write them in the comments. 1. What was your first travel experience like? 2. Did anything go wrong or right? 3. What's one thing you learned from it?
And use today's expressions like culture shock, humbling experience. Mistake leads to memory. They're perfect for real English conversations.
Exactly. Keep practicing, and remember, travel is the best classroom in the world.
Thanks for listening, everyone. Don't forget to follow English Flow Podcast for more fun English practice and real conversations.
Until next time, stay curious, stay brave, and keep your English flowing.
See you next time, travelers.